Well, maybe not. But let's do our place in time now. This is where we play a song which is related to something or someone's story. Mark White is our guest today. He is the star, or one of the stars, of a new film we've been talking about, All the Fear of the Fair, a thriller filmed in the Regal Palace Cinema and Nightclub in Portsmouth. We spoke to one of the film's makers, directors, Chris Jupp, before 8 o'clock. But Mark White, chip shop owner. Who do you play in the film, Mark?
I'm Mark Shepherd, my first name, and Shepherd's the second.
It's like Jack Nicholson, always playing characters called Jack. It makes it nice and easy when somebody says Mark and you can just turn around and look, presumably.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it was easier, and especially with me. I'm not the best of reading a script and going, but I do tend to sort of go off a bit. So yeah, it was ideal for me.
Right, let me get this straight. So you worked as a fitter and turner apprentice at the Dockyard in Portsmouth. You now run a chip shop.
Yeah.
How on earth does one end up on the radio being compared to Jack Nicholson?
Don't know. I really, it's beyond a joke really for me, but I'm here, I'm doing it, so here we go, I suppose.
What's your acting experience prior to this film?
Well, it all started, this is a joke really, I mean, I was on the buildings at the time, and my daughter used to tap dance and do all the dancing, and I always used to be a bit of a critic. I can do that. I can do that. So they bought me some tap shoes, and basically, yes, I did do it. I am good. And through tap dancing, someone said, "Oh, do you want to do a bit of acting?" I went, "Oh, no, not for me." And the rest is history. I've done South Pacific, then we've done some serious acting, which I thought not for me because I'm not a serious person, but actually I was quite good. And then, well, you know, beat around the bush, but then I've done a few other little plays, and I've always known Chris, and Chris was in one of the plays, just pure luck. He said, "Right, you're really good." I went, "No, I'm not, Chris, don't go there." And he said, "I've got a film." I went, "Yeah, okay." I can't take things at all serious. So the thing was, the film come along, and then the next film's come along, and I'm here. It's still not sunk in yet, obviously.
This is the last film was sort of 6 years ago. This is one called Beast, and that was a horror film. This one sounds a bit more of a sort of horror thriller.
Yeah.
Is there something about the way that you look? Because obviously you're in Portsmouth, I'm in Southampton.
Yeah.
Is there something that lends you to being in horror films? You're not hideously deformed, are you?
Well, no, not really. No, I've just got one of them faces, I think. Yeah, I always had trouble getting in nightclubs as a youngster. I just think I'm not the best looking chap, I must say.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure that's not true. How does this translate to the chip shop? Are you there behind the counter tapping and singing?
I can do. You can ask that. Well, some of my customers might say that, but yeah, I've always got music. I'm musically minded. Always got music. I'm always saying, "What year was this?" Or, "Do you know this is related to this?" I'm a bit of a sado in that way.
Well, we're going to play a song for you now. Place and Time. This is what we do. And you mentioned South Pacific, and you've gone for South Pacific, a song from that for our Place in Time this morning. Why that particular musical?
Well, that was the first song I ever sung on stage, and it's quite ironic really that it was a song we had to dance to it, which was quite funny really, but we got it, we banged it out, and it was brilliant at the time. But beforehand, I'd never do anything like that. Now, yeah, love it. It was brilliant.
We'll fire it up for you now, and it will put a smile on people's faces this damp Tuesday morning. Appreciate you coming on, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Mark White there, one of the stars of All the Fear of the Fair. South Pacific, Danny Kaye, There Ain't Nothing Like a Day, which we're playing for Mark White this morning. His Place in Time song is the first one he did on his 40th birthday back in 2001, but he's the star of this new film called All the Fear of the Fair, which is filmed in Portsmouth. And you can find out more about that at fatfingerfilms.com. I don't know where the name came from, Jude, Fatfinger Films.
Fabulous name.
But whenever I accidentally do something on the radio, which I'm not meant to do, involving pressing buttons, I always refer to it as a fat finger error.
So it's about you.
Yeah, maybe. How are our roads doing?
Well, usual delays on most major routes, and Neil called from Newport, warning part of Medina Way has been closed because of an accident. Closure runs north.